Yes, students, welcome to the class of Construction Management and Technology. So, in this class, I will deal about the topic called network analysis. So, in previous classes, we were dealing about drawing the network diagrams. We have seen how to draw the network diagrams on a given logical relationship such as immediate predecessor and immediate successor. We have seen those things. Now let us see about network analysis. If an logical diagram is given, or if interrelationship between various activities have been given to us, how to analyze those network, that comes under network analysis. So, before going into the numerical examples of network analysis, we have some theory to look into it. Those consist about earliest times and latest times. We call it as forward pass calculation and backward pass calculation. So, what all those things? Let us see in today's class. So, let us begin. Network analysis. In network analysis, we have earliest event times, that is nothing but earliest start time and earliest finish time, and we have latest allowable event time. We have latest times, that is nothing but latest start time and latest finish time. So, now let us see in detail about what this earliest and latest times are. Earliest event time, which is denoted with letter TE, earliest event time is denoted with letter TE, remember this, and latest is latest allowable time is nothing but it is denoted with letter TL. What is earliest event time? It is the earliest possible occurrence of an event, that is the earliest possible time when all activities leading to an event will be completed. Okay, so what does this earliest event time? It means it is earliest possible occurrence of an event. So it is of two, that is earliest start time and earliest finish time. Okay, this earliest event times, which is nothing but our TE, is divided into two. What are those? Earliest start time, we call it as EST, earliest start time, and we call that one more, we call it as earliest finish time. Now the next one is latest allowable event time, TL. It is nothing but latest possible occurrence of an event without delaying the project completion time. What is happening over here? In earliest event time, it was earliest possible occurrence. Okay. In latest allowable time, it is nothing but latest possible occurrence of an event without delaying the project completion time. That is the latest time when all activities leading to an event may be completed without delaying the project completion time. One intermediate activities, those things can delay, but when we talk about the final project time, it should not get delayed. That is nothing but latest start time, latest allowable times TL is of two types, that is latest start time and latest finish time. We have latest start time and latest finish time. We have come across this word called float. So what is nothing but float in activities? Float, total float. Floats are of three types. One is total float. One is nothing but total float. One is independent float. One is dependent float. Okay. One is dependent float. So we'll talk about total float first. Okay. What is float? In the sense, the maximum time by which an activity can be delayed without delaying the project completion time. So let me give this example. This is one network diagram 1. So from network diagram 1 2, we have 3 over here. This again, what does it does? It gets complete at this event 4. So this is this take 2 days, this take 3 days, this take 2 days, this also take 3 days approximately, or let us see this take 4 days. Okay, so if we come by this manner, which activities 1, 3, 4, if we come in this order, what is happening over here? The float time, the total time for completion is nothing but 6 days. If we come from here, what is happening? If we come in this manner, what is the total completion time? 5 days. But when, if we have two, one shorter time and one longer time, what does it mean? When this project will complete? Will it complete at 5 days or 6 days? Obviously it will complete at 6 days. So what does it mean? There is 1 day possibility, 1 day possibility in this 1 to 2, 2 to 4 activities for a delay. This either 1 to 2 activity instead of 2 days can be completed in 3 days, or this 2 to 4 activity instead of 3 days that can be completed in 4 days. We have 1 day extra for this 1 to 2, 2 to 4 activities. So that 1 day extra is nothing but it is a float. It is nothing but float. As I have said that float is of 3 types. One is total float, one is total float, one is free float, and another is independent float. The formula is for it is given. We shall see this application of this floats in problems. Okay, we will discuss these formulas in application problems. How to get this total float, how to get this free float, and how to get this independent float. What is critical activities? Where total float, critical activities which have zero total float. So if we tabulate the total float for a given network, if the total float of activities whose total float is 0 is nothing but critical activities, and the path joining those activities is nothing but critical path. Now we have in if we proceed furthermore in network analysis, after this earliest start time, earliest latest time, and this float, we have this calculation which is known as forward pass calculation and backward pass calculation. Let us see. In forward pass calculation, we determine earliest start time and earliest finish time for each task. Okay. What is EST? What does EST means? EST is nothing but earliest start time. EFT, earliest finish time for each task. For all initial tasks, earliest start time is 0. Suppose whenever this network starts from this is nothing but starting event. Okay, we call it as project beginning event or starting event. For this project starting event, always earliest start time is nothing but 0. And EFT, when this network diagram get completed, suppose network diagram is completing at event 6, so EFT is nothing but total project duration time. What is EFT? EFT equals EST plus duration. EST plus duration. EST for all other tasks with tail I is equal to the largest value of EFT for all tasks within header. This I will explain. This problem I will be explaining in application problem. What does it mean? Suppose let us see here from activity 1, 2 activities are arising, activity 2 and activity 3. Okay. Now this all meets at one activity 4. As discussed in previous problem, 2, 3, this is 2 and 4. So what will be the EST or EFT of this 4th activity? If we come from here, it is nothing but 5 days. If we come from here, it is nothing but 6 days. Always greater value we will consider. Always greater value we will consider. We will not consider this smaller value. We will consider this greater value. That's what this point talks about. The earliest start time for all other tasks with tail I is equal to the largest value of earliest finish time for all tasks with head I. Project completion time is the largest value of earliest finish time for all final tasks. Now let us see backward pass calculation. In backward pass calculation, we determine LFT, latest finish time. What do we mean by LFT? Latest finish time. And we have LST, latest starting time. Latest finish time, latest starting time for each task. For all final tasks, LFT is equal to EFT, latest finish time is equal to earliest finish time. LST equals to LFT minus duration. Latest start time equal to latest finish time minus duration. The LFT for all other tasks with head J is equal to the smallest value of all other tasks. Smallest value of all other tasks. Now let us see over here. Same one more example of similar logic. 1, 2, 3. This meet at 4. This meet at 4. In backward pass calculation, we will come from this side. In forward pass calculation, we will go from this side. Okay. Similarly, I will just interchange these two activities. This is nothing but 3. This is 2. This is nothing but 4. This is nothing but 2. Now, we will come from this side. If we come from this side, 2, 4. For first activity we will get how much? 6 days. If we come from here, we will get how many? 5 days. So here we have considered, in forward pass calculation, we have always considered the greater value. We have considered 6 days over here. But in backward pass, we need to select the minimum value. We will not select the maximum value. Instead, what we do? We select minimum value. So here, that is nothing but latest finish time will be, the latest starting time will be how much? A minimum value, smallest value of LST. Latest finish time will be 5 days over here. At least one initial task must have LST is equal to 0, none may be negative. These values are not to be placed, this value won't become under negative values. Okay. Now let us see one application problem on this. Okay, what we need to do? Draw the network. Here it is given 1 to 2, logical diagram is given. Sometimes what happens in your question, already the logical diagrams will be given, or we need to draw the logical diagram. How to draw the logical diagram? I'll show you how to draw this logical diagram. First, let us see, starting activity is always 1. Starting activity is 1. So 2 activities are arising, activity 2 and activity 3. Activity 1, activity 2 and activity 3 is arising. From activity 2, 4 activities arising. From activity 3 also 4 is arising. So we will join this. Okay, draw these arrows. Okay, from activity 4 we will get a activity 5. So by looking towards this data, what we can do? We can draw this network diagram. This similar network diagram is represented very clearly over here. This similar network diagram is represented clearly over here. So this is the way to draw the logical diagram. So what in the question what they will be giving? They will be giving this activity and they will be giving the duration to us. They will ask us to draw the network diagram. So we have done with network diagram. After drawing the network diagram, what we need to do? We need to calculate float and we will need to calculate the critical path. To calculate the float, we need all this data. To calculate the critical path, we need float. To calculate the float, we need this all: latest finish time, latest start time, earliest finish time, earliest start time. This data we need it. So we will fill the table and we will calculate the float. Once we get these float values, whose float value is 0, whose float value is 0, whose float. This is nothing but we are calculating total float, whose total float is equal to 0, that is nothing but critical activity. That activity is critical activity. So, path joining the critical activity will automatically becomes critical path. Path joining critical activity will become the critical path. Okay. So, now let us start the problem. Let us start the problem. This network diagram is given. So, we are done with this drawing of network diagram. What we have done? We have drawn the network diagram. Now, we will calculate the float. For calculation of float, what I have said, we need this value, EST value, EST value, EFT value, LST value, LFT value. So, now in this network diagram, see how we will be getting this values. See, if we go in this manner, it is nothing but forward pass. If we come in this manner, it is nothing but backward pass. In forward pass, what we will get? EST and EFT we get. Okay. In backward pass, LST and LFT we get. Okay. So, this is the thing. Always starting thing, for starting part, for this activity 1, EST is always 0, EST is always 0. So, now this activity, so when here the activity 1 to 2 is given, starting time of activity 1 is 0, for 2, latest finish time of this activity 2 will be how much? The duration is how much? 2 days. So, what we will do? We will place 2 over here. This is nothing but 2. Why? Because the duration is nothing but 2 days. Now, let us see 1 to 3 activity. Initial time is how much? 0. 1 to 3 activity is over here. Initial time is 0. Okay. For activity 3, how many duration? 1 to 3. It takes how much of time? 3 days. It takes 3 days of time. So, the latest latest finish time will be latest finish time of activity 1 to 3 will be 3 days, whereas activity earliest start time remains the same as 0. See, it is 0, it is nothing but 3 days. Now, 2 to 4. Now, look at this activity 2 to 4. 2 to 4. Earliest start time of activity 2 is how much? 2 days. Earliest finish time 2 plus 4, 6 days. 2 plus 4, 6 days. Now, look at in the table, earliest start time is 2, earliest finish time is 6. Now, let us see activity 3 to 4. Look at this activity 3. Earliest start time is how much? 3. Earliest finish time will be how much? For activity 4, okay, how much it will be? 3 plus 5, how much? 8 days. 3 plus 5, 8 days. Okay. Now, we have got 2 times where on this junction 4. So, in forward pass calculation, which time you will take? You will take the greater time. You will take the greater time. So, earliest start time of activity 4 will be 8. 8 plus 6 is how much? 14. So, the project will complete by 14 days. So, now look at the table 4 to 5. Earliest start time is how much? 8. Earliest finish time is how much? 14. Okay. This was nothing but forward pass calculation. This was nothing but forward pass calculation. Forward pass. Now, let us go for backward pass. Now, let us see backward pass calculation. Now, the project is completing by 14 days. This won't get affected. This will be 14 days. Now, this becomes latest finish time. This is nothing but latest finish time of activity 4 to 5. This value where we need to place? Latest finish time. This value will insert it over here, latest finish time. Okay. Now, we will complete the table in this format. Okay. Now, I will complete the table in this format. Now, for activity 4 to 5, we have got LFT, latest finish time as 14. So what about this latest start time? 14 minus 6, we get it as 8 days. 14 minus 6, we get it as 8 days. So we have got the 8 days. Now look at this. Which activity we have? We have activity 3 to 4. Okay. So again, latest finish time. What is the latest finish time of this activity 3 to 4? 8. What is the latest start time? 8 minus 5. This will be how much? 3. So place 3 and 8 in 3 to 4 table. Got it? Now it is activity 2 to 4. 2 to 4. Latest start time is 8. 8 minus 4. How much we get it over here? 8 minus 4. 4 we get it. Fill the table. 8, 4. Done. Now look at over here. Now activity 1, 2, 3. Latest finish time is how much? 3. Okay. Latest this time is how much? 3. And for 1 to 3 activity, latest finish time of event 3 is 3. So 3 minus 3, what will come? 0. Okay. So write it over here, 3 and 0. Now look at over here. For activity 1 to 2, earliest finish time is how much? 4. 4 minus 2, what is remaining? 2. In backward pass calculation, which value will take? We will take minimum value. We will take minimum value. So write this minimum value. So finally, which value will adopt? Will adopt it as 0 value. Okay. But here in the table, we need to write this value, because there is no further in backward pass calculation, we will adopt one value. So from 0 to 2, what we have got, we need to write it over here, but finally for adopting, we will take it as 0. Now we need to calculate the total float. How total float will calculate? EST minus LST. To calculate this total float, either you need to do EST minus LST or EFT minus LFT. Or so look at over here, 0 minus 2, always this value should be in plus sign, or either do 2 minus 0 or 4 minus 2, the answer will be same, 2. The answer will be 2. Now 0 minus 0 or 3 minus 0, 0, 2, 0, 0. So the total float, critical activities are nothing but whose total float are 0. Just join this 1, 2, 3. Where is 1, 2, 3? Highlight these activities. This highlighting is nothing but highlighting of identifying we have calculated float. Now we will identify critical path. Critical path is nothing but whose float is 0. Whose float is 0. Whose float is 0? 1, 2, 3. Activity 1, 2, 3 float is 0. So basically draw one more line over here, 1, 2, 3. Again whose 3 to 4 is 0. Where is 3 to 4? Here 3 to 4. We need to draw the line. Again 4 to 5. So this is nothing but critical path. Therefore our critical path is 1 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. This is nothing but our critical path. See. Finally, this should be your diagram. This is the method to draw the network calculations. So in this class, what we have done, we have drawn the network diagram, we have calculated float, we have identified critical path. Okay. So let us see one more example of drawing this network and calculating float. Okay, critical path. See, again one network is given over here. Draw the network, calculate the float, identify the critical path A to B. How to draw this? A to B. I'll draw this network. Okay, A to B we have 6 days. See A. So from activity A, two things are emerging, B and C. So from B to C there is a relationship between B to C, and we have C to D. And we have a relationship between C to D and B to D. So D is one common point. We have one relationship, B to D. As C is dependent upon B, so this will be nothing but dummy. This will be nothing but a dummy activity. As B is dependent upon C, okay, this is nothing but dummy activity. From C to E, D to E, E to F. This is nothing but our drawing of network diagram, whose clear representation is given here. Okay, duration activities is also given. Now what we need to do, just we need to identify the EST, EFT, LST and LFT. So quickly I'll show you how to draw this all thing. Okay, so always EST of A will be 0. EST of A is 0. A to B, how much? 6 days. So it is nothing but 6. It was 0 over here. 0 to 8, it is nothing but how much? One value we are getting 8 over here. 8 from this side. 0 plus 8, we get it as 8. But again one B to C. C is how much? B to C, look at this over here. Here the time was 6. 6 plus 4, 10. So which value we need to adopt? We need to adopt the greater value, 10. Okay, for this activities, first of all we will fill the table. First one is 0 and next is 6. Okay, A to C. A is EST is 0, A to C, right? EST is 0, EFT is 8. Fill this 8, done. Now B to C. B's EST is nothing but 6, whereas C's EFT is nothing but 10. Okay. So now from these two values we will eliminate this 8 value and we will adopt the 10. Done. So next is C to D. Where is C to D? C. C is how much? 10 days. D is how much? 10 plus 0, dummy activity means 0. So we will get one value as 10. So from here 6 plus 3, we will get the value as 9. Which value will adopt? We will adopt the value of maximum value. We will adopt 10. But what we need to write it over in the table? Now look at C. C to D. What is the earliest start time of C? It is 10. Earliest finish time of D? 10. B to D. B earliest start time 6. Earliest finish time, we won't write it as 10, we write it as 9. Actual calculation was 9. Okay, but what value we are adopting? We are adopting the value of 10. Now for D to E, which value you will take? You will take the value of 10. Okay, so that's what I need to explain it over here. So for C activity we have 10. 10 plus 6, we will get it as 16. 10, 16. Okay, so here next is D to E. D value is 10. 10 plus 16, we get it as 20. 10 plus 10, we get it as 20. Now which value will adopt? Greater value will adopt. 20. 20 plus 3, 23. So project completion time is how much? 23. This was nothing but forward pass calculation. forward pass calculation. Now let us see backward pass calculation. This 23, where we need to shift? First we need to write 23 over here. We have written 23. Now (23) is over here. 23 minus 3, how much? 20. Now look at the table. 23, 20. Okay. Now which activity we have? D to E. Okay, D to E. How much it is? 20. 20 minus 10, how much? 10. So fill the table. 20, 10. Got it? Next, C to E. Where is C and E? C. 20 over here. 20 minus 6. How much? 20 minus 6, 14. Fill the table. 20, 14. Done. Next activity, B to D. B to D. Here we have how much? 10. 10 minus 3. What is the value? 7. Fill the table. 10, 7 we have got. Now we have the turn of C to D. C to D. C is how much? 10. D, earliest finish time 10. 10 minus 0. The value will be 10. Done? 10 and 10. Now B to C. There is a junction over here. In backward pass calculation, which value will adopt? Greater value or smaller value? Will adopt smaller value. Now C, latest finish time of C becomes 10. 10 minus 4. How much we will get? We will get the value as 6. Now again there is a junction. Again here we have junction of 2 times. So in backward pass calculation, which value will select? Less value, 6 we will select. Okay. Now we have A to C. A value A to C 10. 10 minus 8 we get it as 2. 10 minus 8 we get it as 2 over here. Okay. Now look from here 6. B value, smaller value we have adopted. 6 minus 6, which is nothing but 0. 6 minus 0. Done. Now what we need to do? We need to just subtract this 2 columns. Either these 2 columns we need to subtract, or these 2 columns we need to subtract. We will get the values of float, and whose float is 0, that becomes critical activities. Those critical activities will be denoted with double lines. So this becomes our critical path. The double line path will be our critical path. I hope you people have understood this. How to draw the network diagram, how to calculate the total float, and how to identify the critical path. This is one of the long questions for your university external examinations, as well as this is important for internal examination also. I hope you people have understood this. Thank you. If you have any doubts related to this, you can meet me in person and I will explain you, or you can comment in the comment sections also. Okay. Please post your attendance in the comment box. Please post your complete hall ticket number. The students, those who are not posting their complete hall ticket number, won't be getting their attendance. Thank you.